in the career.
I know. You can see luggage right here. All right. Yeah, you can see it right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, with my hand. Yeah, right here.
It's when Harvey looking in the backwards.
Right. It's the reverse. Okay, so this is the Breakfast Club, Hot Topics. Charlamagne wasn't there today.
Wow.
So
and I've never got
it wasn't as exciting.
With him not on there.
Right. He just wasn't on there today.
Okay.
It's quick. To me, it wasn't nothing that was really, really exciting, but we can make our viewpoints on it. We can still give our overview of what we think about certain things.
Okay.
All right, so Young Thug will lose millions of dollars. That's the one where I told you Young Thug and Gunna are in prison from FBI, the sting operation.
Here's what I'm going to do. Hold on. Keep talking.
So apparently he did. Young Thug. He's a rapper. She's going to start writing down rapper names.
Young Gunna?
Young Thug and Gunna. Gunna's another rapper.
How you spell it?
Gunna. She going to call him Young Gunna.
Remember, people would get Ice Cube, Ice Tea, Ice Cream, Icicle.
So anyway, he's supposed to lose. Apparently, he had a breach of contract with his brand and his trademark, and the people are suing him. So they said it's a good time to sue him because he in jail. And he fight one case.
That's wrong.
So this is the best time. But then Angela Yee said they was already suing him before the whole FBI thing.
Okay.
But this is perfect for them.
That's wrong to even think that. He in jail now. Let's go ahead and throw another thing at him.
So then Megan Thee Stallion, she has her lawsuit against her record label, her old record label.
What's going on with that?
Well, apparently, when you sign a record deal, you have to fulfill a certain amount of albums before you can get out of your contract. So she's saying she fulfilled it, and then her record label is saying you haven't. They're not considering mixtapes albums. And DJ Envy said mixtapes should be albums because they have like 10 songs on there. Like they may have 10 songs. And it's not an official, I guess, album or whatever. So he was saying that that's not fair. When people put out mixtapes, that should be considered like an album.
I guess if I get a full understanding of what a mixtape is, like what's out there now, I can't really say anything.
Right.
I see what he's saying. It should be, but if it's not written, you unfortunately breaking that contract.
So they going through that little whole thing. She's still going in that.
Okay.
Then they had Angela Yee brought up Holly Madison. You remember Holly Madison? Hugh Hefner had all those girlfriends. Remember Hugh Hefner? They all blonde.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden they all talking now that he dead. They all talking about.
They're gonna wait till Trump dies before all the other wives.
Yeah. So she got a book coming, I guess, or whatever, and talk about
they feel safe.
Right. The first time sleeping with him was horrible, and everyone was calling him daddy, and all she remembers is just him on top of her, and just stupid. But then all of a sudden, and here's the thing: she don't think I remember, and everybody remember how she used to be with him.
Yeah,
she was all you're so wonderful and wonderful. He's the worst being on the world.
But she hasn't been with him ever since the beginning. So he was older, right?
Yeah, this one she was with him when he was old. So and saying it was horrible and she felt traumatic. It was traumatic and disgusting.
Nobody forced you to stay with him. If it was that bad.
But she said, "Oh, I didn't have any place to stay."
No, try it.
It's just ridiculous.
If you look the way you do, you can get in anybody's
And she also sold that she was in love with him. See, I think they forget that we don't remember.
We have amnesia.
The interviews that they had. They would take up for half.
Yeah.
When people would talk about him, they would go to the back.
And you wait till he passes away.
Now you want to talk about him.
He was this and he wasn't that.
That's how people are, though. They wait. It's same thing. Even though Bill Cosby disgusting, they wait till you get kicked down. Then all of a sudden, he was always like, he was always like that. Wait a minute. If he was always like that, why didn't you say something before?
I'm waiting for him to pass away. God forbid, But the characters from the show, who's gonna come forth and say, yeah, he really was?
Because right now they're not saying nothing. But they'll wait till he die, and then they'll come in. Well, he
wasn't a good guy. He was behind the scenes.
I hate when people do that.
Yeah, that's just
even with R. Kelly. Well, I did notice he did. He was with.
Don't say anything. If he didn't say it while he was alive, don't say it at all after he's gone.
Or don't say nothing that R. Kelly is now in prison.
Yeah, that too.
If he was a disgusting dog before prison, now in prison he was disgusting before.
Watch yourself. He may get out.
See, all them people was talking about Suge. should be the case. He was making jokes about him and stuff.
Yes.
And he gonna be like, oh, I remember all y'all making jokes about me.
I thought I was gonna be in there a while. I'm coming at you. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't hate when people say stuff after the fact.
Yeah.
You know. And I think we've been guilty of that too. Yeah. Because we'll see somebody or whatever and we'll be like, I don't really like that person. Ooh. And then if something happened, we all pile on. I knew I was something about that person. I felt something about Then you them. Tell everybody the story about why you don't like them.
Something in my spirit that wasn't right with him. Yeah, right.
I think we all do that, but it's wrong. Okay. If I don't like somebody, you should just I'm gonna let you know. And if I think you creepy, we should say something ahead of time.
Or don't say nothing at all. Remember you said.
Or don't say nothing at all.
Grandma, Mama used to say, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Just keep your mouth shut.
Even if the person is getting arrested or whatever, take that story with you. Yeah. Don't even say nothing. Just don't say nothing. Okay. Because if you didn't say nothing before.
Yeah, it wasn't important then. Why is it important now?
So Waka Flocka, that's a rapper. You gonna write that name down? You know Waka Flocka. I don't.
No, I don't.
Loving hip hop.
How you spell it?
Waka. I don't know how to spell it. Waka Flocka. He said he's going vegan. He says he's tired of having a flabby frog body.
What's a flabby frog body?
I don't know.
Frogs don't have flabs.
They round kinda and jellyish.
But that's not flab. No.
They jellyish kinda, like kind of squeezy,
big,
or just soft. Maybe that's what he means. A frog body, soft. And he said he can't stand people for not telling him. So that leads me to believe
his family did.
Well, my thing is, do people tell you when you fat?
Because our family, we talk to each other and say, you know, you gain a little bit of weight.
No, our family don't tell us we fat.
No, we do. They do.
No,
our immediate family,
but not cousins and stuff.
You know what? That's something to think about.
Do you tell people when they fat?
Nobody in my family outside this inner circle has said, because my mom says it. And
but
the thing I hate with my mom is she'll touch my neck. You kind of getting funny back there.
But your cousins and stuff don't say nothing.
Cousins, friends.
So he cursing everybody. Say I don't know why y'all wouldn't tell me.
Find a nice way to say, I'm going to join this club. Here, you want to join it with me?
Right. That
kind of way. They won't say you need to join it or maybe you should think about it. But one of our friends, she said God showed her in a dream that my sister need to walk. Mm-hmm. So thank you. She heard from God.
And somebody laughing right there said, you didn't need God to tell you that in a dream, that I need to walk. You left that wide open for every comedian to make a comment about that on the thing.
But no, it's confirmation.
So there you go.
God is telling
go ahead and leave.
Somebody else come and say, God told me to tell you need to walk.
Go ahead.
You'll go, oh my God, I really need to walk now.
Go ahead and leave the 500 comments about what she said.
But
your friend told you God told you
know darn well
if
you've been told that yourself and you're not motivated
to do it.
She was
just confirming.
And somebody come and confirm it. That means God is really knocking on your heart to do it.
But the joke is God doesn't need to tell somebody that in a dream that I need to walk.
You need to walk. Okay. You need to walk.
An atheist to come up to me and say, you need to walk. That ain't got nothing to do with God.
I never heard. You're right, though. Our family don't say nothing about our weight.
No, they don't.
They pray in private.
So that's why Waka Flocka.
Lord help my
right. That's why Waka Flocka said he cursed all his family members for not telling him.
I understand. Mm-hmm. I understand you, man.
Yep.
Okay, good.
So Nicki Minaj, first solo female rapper since Lauryn to have, I guess, the number one Hot 100 or something. The number, she's whatever since Lauryn Hill. She's the first one. So she said, "You hot, ain't you? You turn that air down."
I'm sorry.
NBA YoungBoy.
Is this a rapper?
Oh yeah, NBA. I talked about him yesterday though. NBA YoungBoy.
Hold on.
Because I said him game. Remember?
I know, but remember I haven't started writing them down yet, so you may be repeating some of them.
NBA YoungBoy.
NBA
never broke again. That's what NBA means.
NBA
YoungBoy.
BOY. And then it's never
broke again. That's what NBA means.
Broke.
Again. He signed a $60 million record deal with Cash Money. That's Bird Money. That's Bird Money. Birdman, I mean. You know Birdman.
I'm just writing them down. Birdman. Is he a rapper?
You know Birdman.
No, is he a rapper?
Yeah.
Is he considered a rapper?
Well, I guess.
That's the one that's going to marry, what's her name?
Yeah. They still getting married, I think.
They still getting married?
Birdman. She writing rapper names down, y'all.
Okay. And you said somebody else.
No, NBA YoungBoy.
Okay.
Yeah. Andre 3000. That's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Andre 3000, Lenore.
That sure is.
Outkast.
That's older school.
Yeah.
Okay. Andre.
Yeah. He has a clothing collection coming out with Supreme.
Why did he call his name Andre 3000?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
With Supreme.
Mm-hmm. Is one Supreme one?
The name Supreme is the name of the clothing line.
Okay.
So apparently he's gonna make that real big. He signed a deal with them.
Wow.
Issa Rae was on Drink Champs.
Okay.
We were talking about
what
Drink
was she
Champs.
talking about? Because she got her
show coming out, and she was drunk, and they was just, and that Envy said,
they made her tipsy. Be careful.
Envy said, do people throw up when they go on Nori's show? Nori's a rapper. That's his show. Nore. Since you naming all the rappers,
wow.
Do they throw up when they go on his show? That's they them to talk about that.
Sure, sometimes they get sick.
So she was drunk. She talked about her show. Whatever.
Did she talk beyond her talk?
She was talking a lot, and he was asking her questions, trying to get her to say stuff that she shouldn't say and stuff.
She caught herself. She was not. For
she caught it.
Okay.
So Cameron,
you can hold your liquor. That's good.
Cameron, that's a rapper.
Cameron,
that's the one that wear all pink. Remember him from back in the day, Cameron?
How you spell it?
I think it's Camron. I don't know no more. Cameron, he was on $1 Million Worth of Game. That's a show. He said he settled his beef with Jay-Z. That's a rapper, Jay-Z. He said that when Dame Dash, Dame Dash.
Is he a rapper?
Well, producer, I
okay.
guess. Dame Dash. Dame Dash. Well, when Dame Dash, Rockefeller Records, when Dame Dash and Jay-Z broke up, people chose sides. They would either be on Jay-Z's side or Dame Dash, and people wouldn't talk to you. People do that. When you break up and people say, I'm either on his side or his side. So I guess people put Cameron on Dame's side. So it was almost like he couldn't even talk to Jay-Z. So apparently recently Dame and Jay-Z made up. Okay. So that allowed Cameron to make up with Jay-Z.
That's stupid. So, what was the reason? Did he diss him? Did he embarrass him? Did
no,
he talk
but
about
people.
His mama?
It's not that. People just pick sides. It's
That's stupid.
It's like if Outkast break up.
Yeah.
So people gonna be either on Andre's side or Big Boy's side. And if you on Big Boy's side, it's like, oh, you can't talk to people. You can't
like both of them.
I know, it's stupid.
Because they were part of Outkast.
It's stupid.
Okay.
So Fetty Wap, that's a rapper.
Okay, how you spell that?
Fetty, I think Fetty. I don't know. Wap. I remember we talked about him. That guy was making. He was on social media. And he was making fun of his daughter passing, and he had already had a case against him. Yeah. Okay, so Fetty Wap pleaded guilty for drug racketing. That's why he was originally arrested. Wow. And it's a minimum mandatory 5 years. Okay. And if he would have pleaded guilty and went and lost, he would have maybe possibly gotten life. So he went ahead and pleaded guilty and took the 5.
What do you mean he would have gotten life?
He would have gotten life for drug racketeering. Yep.
But him pleading guilty,
he get 5 years minimum. 5 years.
That don't make sense though. How our law works.
That's how it is.
Life or plead guilty 5.
It almost makes you gonna
sit there and take a chance on going
to get life. Yeah. Especially if you're guilty.
I do the 5.
That means he probably was guilty too. So.
Oh, okay.
So they talked about Nene Leakes. She drops her lawsuit against Andy and Bravo.
I didn't think she was gonna win.
She had an anti-discrimination lawsuit.
Right. She probably didn't have.
We don't know. Apparently, nobody has to pay anybody's lawyer fees or whatever, so they settled whatever that was.
Oh, so they settled, you think?
Not settled. She just dropped the suit.
Things that make you go,
So, apparently, not his whole story, I'm not sure on, but there's an artificial rapper. Artificial inseminated. What is that word? Where it's a fake rapper.
What do you mean?
It's a machine. They've created a machine rapper, and he's doing real good. He's not even real, and he has collaborations with real rappers.
He's a robot.
He's a robot.
Is he a robot? Like if they had a stage concert?
I don't know if he's a robot like that, or if it's just a sound. Is a robot. You guys look him up. He's a AI rapper.
If you look him up, how would you?
But they was trying to show. They was trying to show that how things now is more. With things on the internet and the beat and stuff,
electronics and machines.
And Envy said he don't like him because he reminds him of the rapper 6ix9ine. You can write 6ix9ine, Nakashi 6ix9ine.
What's his name?
6ix9ine. He's a rapper, and he's the one that I don't know if you know 6ix9ine. He got the tattoo. people,
Oh.
and they went to prison.
He has this style. Is that why he said?
Well,
that?
Envy say he don't like him because the AI thing sound like 6ix9ine, the rapper, who became famous on the internet. So
my goodness.
you can become famous on the internet by plugging in a bunch of info.
So this is considered a what you call it, rapper?
A fake. I don't know what they call it. AI, artificial intelligence. That's it. Artificial intelligence.
Wow, that's an
AI rapper.
That's his own category.
But that's the future. I think musicians gonna be AIs, and it's gonna be like a famous pop artist like Beyonce who gonna be an AI, and she gonna be beautiful, and you can change the way she looks. She'll be better than Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Because you can create the way you want her to look like.
Look whatever.
Everything. And it can look real. AI can look real.
I thought of the movie that Will Smith is in.
Exactly. We could be AIs right now. You wouldn't even know.
Scary.
Not scared.
That's scary.
All right, Mariah Carey. Remember I told you they broke into her house. These guys, well, they caught them. So they caught him. They're in custody.
Were they trying to sell her stuff? I wonder how
I don't
they
know.
caught them.
They just called them. They said they've been breaking in a lot of people's houses. There was a ring of them.
Wow.
And they broke into her house.
Very
And they caught.
professional.
As soon as you break into somebody famous, that's why I don't know why they hit people famous. If you do somebody famous, they're going to catch you. Because now every resource is going after you now.
Yeah.
Break into nobody's house and nobody would care in.
Exactly.
I don't know why they do that. Why would you break into somebody's house unless they didn't know? Somebody famous, they going to come after you, especially Mariah Carey.
And then they probably going to see if they, like you saying, what other ones they've done.
Yeah.
So that's like, ooh, they may be the ones that stole from another,
So Fast and Furious 10 is coming out, the latest movie.
Yeah, number 10?
I guess.
Have you seen all of them?
Whatever's going on, there's a protest from the neighborhood, from the people who are upset about this movie.
Why?
Because where Vin Diesel, they showing in this movie where he comes from, that's their neighborhood. And there's all these cars and people coming by and doing all the speeding. And then the kind of cars you don't like, where they drum them up and they do the circle and all of that.
Oh, they having problems like that.
They said since Fast and Furious came out, the number of accidents have gone up because of that movie. The type of cars, all of that theft, all of that has gone up from those cars from that movie.
What happened in the days of Yay and Nay when they had a sound ordinance?
Right.
When you went past that noise, if they come after you and you get a ticket or whatever, why we don't want no more reasons for cops coming after you. But I hate those loud. That sound like they racing on a normal neighborhood street. I don't get it.
Yep.
They did that at like 2 in the morning in a Chicago neighborhood, waking up the residents, and they were really upset about that. So that's why they said they're gonna be protesting the movie. I guess it comes out. Fast and Furious 10 already started commotion. Okay.
Hopefully you'll turn the air back on when we're done with this.
I probably won't need it then.
No, because we're doing the other film after this. And then we're doing another film.
Okay.
Will Smith.
Oh my.
Apparently he has his Netflix deal back on for a bio about his life.
What do you mean back on? They took
remember they didn't talk to him after the slap. They shunned him after the slap. Remember? Okay. They was like, we don't want to have nothing to do because they
shut him down.
They always want to wait to see how the public responds. You know that. Some things the public will respond and it'll get all up in there and then they'll forget about it. Yeah. Next shiny
Give
spoon.
It some time.
Next shiny object comes,
because he's a moneymaker.
Or they'll never want to support you. So they had to wait to see. We all knew Will Smith is too big for a slap to mess. People after a while, if any movie come out Will Smith, people will start justifying the slap. They'll be like, well, Chris is okay now. He all right.
Yeah, he made millions off of that.
I'm going to see Bad Boys. They ain't gonna think about Chris no more.
Talk about his wife though.
And Chris gonna make money off of it too by doing a Netflix thing.
He probably deserved it because he did say a lot of stuff in the past that hurt people.
So apparently they doing. So apparently he's back on the table again to talk about it.
What's Netflix about?
His life, a bio about his life,
like the book.
Probably about that book.
And then we'll get some understanding of where that.
And they said they probably paying him to talk about that. He has to talk about the slap with Chris Rock.
This is why I've had some angers with I was angry with my dad.
He wanted to push his dad down the stairs. Ooh. So why would he not smack Chris Rock?
Okay. Okay.
So
we'll be waiting to see that.
So then Gary Owens, you know, the white guy, the comedian that's married to the black woman, he was on there. You know, he's going through a messy divorce. Real bad.
With his black wife.
Yeah, they was married for 23 years.
Yes.
And apparently she went online. Well, it's messy because he gave the whole story about how, this is a long story. So he talked about how she went online, Charlamagne and Envy, because this was pre-taped because Charlamagne wasn't there today.
Okay.
Charlamagne and Envy talked about how she went online and talked about how he had an affair and she, you know, cheated on her and all this other stuff.
She talked about it.
Right, online or whatever. And then Gary was answering that saying, our marriage was over long before I was with this other person. But they don't tell you that. He says, so a lot of times people come out and say, this person is having an affair, they're cheating, but they don't tell you.
Does that justify that?
No, I'm just saying, they don't tell you. Well, that's what I was going to ask. They don't tell you that we was really separated and together. Yeah. But here's the question, like you said, even if you're not together, if you are with somebody else and you marry, isn't that still adultery?
The fact that she came out to talk about it means that they didn't, in their messiness, didn't talk about it. Like, babe, we ain't doing good, well, whatever. And then I'm going to be seeing somebody else.
And then there's something sketchy about his story because he has grown kids, right? And none of them talk to him now. He said he hasn't spoken to them in a year and a half. They chose the mom side. There's always something when a kid, they're not kids anymore. Why are they taking the mom side?
He must have really did bad.
So apparently, according to him, he's saying no, whatever. I just feel like
your kids not talking to you.
I feel like there's something going on. It's something going on.
Because there are a lot of situations that are similar to their relationships falling and breaking up and angry, whatever. But the kids still say, "Hey, Dad,
they still
what's
talk
going on?
To
Dad, did you see? Hey, Dad, how you and Mama doing?
Exactly.
I know y'all not talking right now. They still talk.
Exactly. So
something not right, Gary. And you always talking about that relationship.
Exactly.
So what really happened?
Exactly.
I'm really hurt that 20-some years.
Yep. 23 years.
Dude, 23
so
years.
that was, and then Charlamagne trying to be funny because he wears a t-shirt always that says, black men don't cheat. And he said, well, you're not black, Gary. So you just proved my t-shirt right.
That's wrong.
So he was throwing shade at him the whole thing. And Gary was laughing about it, but Charlamagne was throwing shade at him the whole time.
Cheat. Okay.
Yeah. And then about him filing, he was talking about how he was trying to file for divorce first. They have two houses, one in Ohio and one in California. Wow. In California, it's 50-50. If you file in California, you get half.
Yeah, wasn't that Shaq and his wife?
So she filed in California, he filed in Ohio. They had to serve the papers. Whoever got served first, that's where the divorce
would go on.
So he said he was going months without trying to escape. He said he was like, what's his name on Boys in the Hood when he was running.
Would come to the house and they would
Morris Chestnut when he was running in the alley. He said he was running from all them.
So they would
he was flying into different cities where he had to do stuff, comedy, just so they couldn't catch him.
He's fine though, because he has a schedule.
he was. Oh, I thought you meant because he's white. No. He was being funny, talking about he was going to Maine and Nebraska. He said he was going to every place where white people was, and he said he was in McDonald's and someplace white, and some black man walked in. He was like, what this black man doing in here? And then he said, he came over, hey, Gary, he said, and he ran from him. So, and Charlamagne was like, was white people like, why are you running from this black man? He said, I didn't care. So he said he finally got her, though. They served her. And she was running, too. She was not trying to, they both was running. They both didn't want to get served. He said they got her in a Panera Bread. They boxed her in, and then the guy served her. That's how they got her.
So it goes by the Ohio State.
Whoever got served first. So he said he got served first.
So it won't be 50-50.
She got served first. So he said they're going through the divorce now, so he can't really talk detail about stuff. But he said he wants to talk to his kids.
I'm not understanding the kids. And the kids are grown, right?
They grown.
They can make the decision to talk to daddy.
And to me, I feel like if your kids don't talk to you, it's something going on.
Something not right.
So that's how I feel.
I'm not telling the whole story, Gary.
Yeah, it's something going on.
Maybe let her tell it.
But that was pretty much it.
Okay.
That was pretty much it.
He wasn't there, so it wasn't no donkey of the day.
No.
Dang. Okay. I like his donkeys of the day.
It's people call in and give who they think should be the donkey of the day.
Wow.
Who you think should be donkey of the day? Our guy who does our room here should be donkey of the day.
Yeah, he's just awful.
Because he doesn't give us towels, extra towels.
We tell him ahead of time, and then we tell him what times we're going to be out the room.
He goofy.
We come back, the room not clean.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's goofy.
So, yeah. And I hate that sometimes you choose to pay gratuity at the beginning, because some people wait to see how good their attendants are. Yeah, I'm gonna do that next time.
He's donkey of the day. And I noticed this because we go on cruises a lot. Do you notice towards the end of the cruise, that's when everybody start getting real nice and stuff?
Because you got to do surveys.
Yeah, they start saying your name and they real nice. Start noticing that when y'all go on cruise. Yeah, they real nice when it starts getting towards the end of the cruise. Because they know that's when the all that stuff come in handy.
Our waiters got nicer since we told them they were slow.
Yeah,
so they greet us at the door. You know, what you want now? Or your sister coming? Kim, they know your names. They really try to get.
So that's donkeys of the day for me. Okay, what's your donkey of the day?
Pretty much, that's it. I agree with that.
All right.
Okay.
And if y'all hear snoring in the back, that's my mom in the background snoring.
Knocked out. Yeah. And then people wake up and go, "I'm not snoring," but I'm not snoring. And then you say something, "I'm not asleep." You know.
Just think, you was here in the beginning though. Imagine what it's gonna be like when we're in the studio and everything is like professional, and you guys can actually say you was here at this ghetto show with their mom snoring in the background, and we had sit in a small cabin or cruise cabin,
drying off,
sweating.
Woo, I'm hot.
Exactly.
Woo, studio hot.
Doing Breakfast Club reviews.
Yes.
See, in the future, it'll be our own reviews. I'll tell you, I was talking to Cardi B today, and she said this, and I was talking to
things that be nice.
See, we'll have our own report from stuff that we both talked to. I talked to Waka Flocka, and he said this.
Okay, did I have his name on the paper?
You wrote his name down.
These names, you guys. Come on.
So you can honestly say you was there in the beginning. See?
Okay.
All right, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because YouTube is not a human being. It is a computer.
It's an AI.
It's an AI. It's like that rapper. It's an AI.
Look this up. I gotta Google this.
Google that, y'all. It's an AI rapper. He's fake, but he's making a lot. I guess he's doing a lot of top.
I just can't imagine.
Yeah.
How would they do that in a concert?
You can have AI in a concert.
What? What's gonna be like a hologram?
A hologram.
And what's the difference?
That's the future. Yeah.
Oh no.
And they'd actually be better. Because they could do flips and all kind of stuff that real people can't do.
Who wants to see a hologram concert?
All right. Okay. All right, y'all. So that was another... Don't forget to believe, y'all.
Okay.
And that was another Woods Report. See you later.